Hello everybody. Well, hasn't it been a while? I've been very busy, not really had much time as I would like to have to be like recording videos and looking at coins and what have you. Well, to tell a lie, I still have been looking at coins, but I've just not really been showing anybody. So I feel like now I'm going to try and get back into things. And once I graduated from my final year of study, I think I'm going to really try and make an effort with YouTube because I feel like it's a really nice community I would like to try and get into. But anyway, the topic of this video. This is a nice variety of silver coins, mixing, like, there's a variety. I mean, I'll say British, there's only one British coin. They're all world. Anyway, let's get into it and see what's there. I have bought these to sell. I mean, I feel like I might keep one or two because, I mean, I'm a bit fussy when it comes to collecting. I tend to prefer, I like British, American, or anywhere that seems to have the king or queen on. Anything else, I'm just sort of not 100% that fascinated by. But anyway, let's dive straight into it and see what's there. So I have cut these ones in flips because they're very nice grade to say the least, and I would hate to get my grubby fingerprints on them. So I believe there's two of these. These are 100 pesetas from Spain. What year is this? That's 1966, featuring Francisco Franco Caudillo however you pronounce that. I'm not going to have any more attempts, or I'm sure some Spanish people in the comments may bully me about it. There is the other one. I wouldn't say that one's quite as good condition, but still very nice regardless. And I do have a little list here because I've noted down everything before I sell it so I get the right price. And the purity of that one is 80%, so very nice. And what have we got next? This one is a Mexican 25. You can tell it's been a while. 25 something to commemorate the Olympics in 1968. Where were the Olympics held in 1968? Were they held in Mexico? I'm not sure. I guess someone will probably tell me in the comments. I notice if you look very closely, I'm going to try and zoom in. It says just there, 0.720. Is that the purity? Is that the fineness? I'm not entirely sure. It seems to have medal alignment rather than, coin alignment rather than medal alignment. That's when you rotate it and the design is upside down. Oh, my very sort of last minute camera setup, not very good, but it does the job. Let's zoom out so we can actually see everything that's in the frame. I'm knocking the camera. Right, I will be more prepared next time, I promise. So there is that. What have we got next? This is Greek. I believe we've got two of these as well. And I forgot to mention, isn't that lovely? Uncirculated, never touched by human hands. I might talk myself into keeping that one because that is very lovely. I can only assume these must all be different. Do they have monarchs in Greece? I'm not entirely sure, but 1863 to 1963. So maybe that's all the different monarchs or heads of state that they've had between a century. I'm not entirely sure, but very nice nonetheless. And here we have, excuse fingers, but it is a well-circulated coin. Well, not that much of a well-circulated coin, but I'd say it's okay to touch this one because it's not particularly lovely. Anyway, a 50% silver crown. Absolutely beautiful design in my opinion. This is absolutely amazing. I'm probably going to sell this one because I have got one of these already. And the one I've got is in spectacular condition, so I feel like I can let this one go. But that is by far the biggest coin we've got today. And we have three of these. Yes, we do. I was a bit dubious at first when I saw these because I thought one of them looked slightly fake. See, these are Bermuda crowns and they are 50% silver, featuring the Mary Gillick portrait of Her late Majesty. I think these are really lovely, so look at these two. These two are very nice grade, to say the least. Try my best to hold them by the fingertips, by the edges, because I think they are relatively good grade. But then looking at this one, alarm bells were kind of ringing. I thought to myself, that portrait looks a little bit unusual in comparison. But I weighed it. It weighs exactly the same, like a few points of a gram difference. So I don't think that's much of a problem. It does the same sound. This is another way I like to tell compared to the other one. I know I shouldn't do this. It's bad to do this to nice coins. But they sound virtually identical, way identical. So I was confident that wasn't a duff coin. So I didn't single that one out. I took them all. We are going to run out of space. Try and jiggle things together a bit. What have we got next? We've got 2 Canadian dollars. Now these are very nice. What's this one? Quebec. Charlotetto, Quebec, 1964. A nice bit of toning. I know toning's not for everybody, but I think it is quite nice. That's 80% silver. I don't have to look that one up because I'm 90% certain that all Canadian coins made before 1968 are 80% silver. Well, I say all silver-coloured Canadian coins, except the nickel, are 80% silver. If I'm wrong, someone could correct me. And this one is absolutely fantastic. I feel like I'm definitely going to keep this. It's a shame it's got a bit of a rim nick on the edge. I'm not going to zoom in, I'm going to muck up the camera, but you can probably see it where my forefinger of my left hand is pointing to. But this is absolutely fantastic. I feel like this is definitely going to be a keeper. Although, if you look at it in different angles of light, it looks like it almost has been very finely cleaned. I can almost see like some faint streaks on it. It's a bit of a shame, but still very nice to say the least. Now, this was Austrian. I believe there's 2 of those as well. These are commemorative 50 shillings, or shilling, however you pronounce it. Who's that? Ja, yeah, I'm not going to mess around trying to pronounce people's names again, but 1967. It even has an edge inscription as well. This one says... not quite sure. Still, it's interesting though. It's not like a milled edge. It is very shiny on the edge, which you don't see very often, but very nice. This is the other one from 1963, so a little bit older. Very similar obverse. I assume that's the obverse, because the obverse is usually the same or similar enough. Very nice. And here is a slightly smaller one. That's a 25 shilling. And that one is, I know that one is commemorating Maria Theresa Fowler. Yeah, no, Maria Theresa, because there was I think it was a 1 thaler coin that they made in the 1700s, and the Royal Mint were trying to sell those for an extortionate price. It was Backyard Bullion's channel I was watching, and he likes to point out when the Royal Mint, let's say, doing wrongdoing, taking advantage of people who might not know better and overpricing a few bits. But that's how I recognise that portrait, because it's I must say it's a very lovely portrait. They've done a great job, given the age of the design as well, from the 1780s. But yes, that is that. I'll stick that with those to try and save on space once again. Now, I've already shown these coins to the person who was about to buy them, and he said that he is a very big fan of all things Japanese. And when I showed him the picture of this, he said, well, he said he was absolutely so excited to get his hands on it. This should be in a flip, really. I'm definitely not going to be touching this on like any of the fields or the front. I'm just literally holding it by the edges. But this is a 100 yen coin to commemorate the 1964 Olympics in Tokyo. And what a stunning coin. Look at it. It's beautiful. This is also sterling silver as well. So very nice. That's a volcano of some description. But there is also... hang on a minute. That's not 100 yen. That's 1,000, I think, if memory serves. Yep, 1,000. I've just read that wrong. I don't know how many zeros are in 1,000. That's a 100, and that one is only a fractional silver coin. I think it was something silly like 40%. I've got the sheet here. No, 60%. So it's over half. But yeah, I find it a bit strange though. I thought surely being the same year it would be the same purity, but I thought wrong. I'm not going to stick that on top of there, because it doesn't deserve it. Right, what are you? This is another Greek one. I can tell that because it's got that little thing there. I don't know. Whenever I see it written on a coin, it looks like it says Apaximi, and I'm probably pronouncing it incredibly wrong. It probably isn't even pronounced anywhere near that. But they all seem to have really odd numbers. I mean, that's a 30. This is the other Greek one that we looked at earlier. That one's a 30 as well. You could just see it there, 30 app or whatever. But obviously, my assumption is that that's a commemorative design, and potentially this one as well. I mean, this one's 1964, that one's 1963, so only a space of a year. Both the obverse and reverse of these coins are wildly different, but still very nice, very well designed. We do actually have two of those. There's the other one, slightly better grade. I should really put more of these in flips, to be honest, but we live and learn. Next video I'll be more prepared. And the final coin in this lot is a Liberian dollar from 1961, which, according to New Mister, is the rarer date of the two. So this coin was made in 2 years, 1961 and 62. And I think, if memory serves, the 62 was about 2 million, and I think this one was somewhere like 500,000. I could be wildly wrong, but I don't know. I remember seeing that this is definitely the date to have out of the two. It's not incredible condition. I'm going to touch it with my fingertips just to annoy everybody. But yeah, I feel like it's a really interesting design. Before I saw this side, I saw the reverse first, and I don't know. I thought, for some reason, I just thought it was going to be from a British territory or a place under British rule. But no, it's still a really lovely coin though. I think that's really great. Anyway, this is the lot, and yeah, hopefully the man who buys them off me is going to be very happy. He is also a coin collector. He mainly deals in precious metal though, so he'll probably keep a few for his personal collection and then potentially sell the rest. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and why not leave a comment down below saying which is your favourite, and if I've missed anything or if there's any bits of key information that I have got wrong, then please correct me. But anyway, there will be more videos coming in the near future. But until next time, see you all later.